Dude, my guy, the box, what did he end up on? Bro, he had the saddest. Oh, you can't even see it. He had the saddest fucking crash and burn. I swear, he was like over 2.6 at one point. He was like 2.604 or something. He could have just sat. Oh, that is very, very heartbreaking. Was a 40-6 push as well to 2.0. Oh, my guy's in the chat as well. Oh, dude, we had the best fucking push. And then we should have just sat. We should have just left it. And we were like, we need a bit more rating. We should have ballsed it, man. Look at this. I genuinely thought it would have gone up to like 2.630. I thought it was gonna go a lot higher. Gus Goose, wait. Gus Goose, where are you, bro? Wait, Gus Goose, you were in the fucking dude. I swear you were 2.6 plus. Gus Goose, where are you? Oh, what is it? This is an even harder choke, no? Where's my guy? Mage. Where are you, bro? Bro! Okay. Oh no, dude. Oh. All right. You know what? I feel like my guy husband can feel a little bit better about his now, man. That is way worse. What the fuck happened, dude? Jesus. That is fucking brutal. God damn. Wait, I wanna see. Oh, fuck, I can't see the match history for Usman because he's hidden. We had the best fucking sesh ever, man. I swear we should just kept going. Heartbreak. Come back next season. Every day stronger to start. Same, bro. Fucking same. Dude, look at this. This is my boy PS, and this is my boy Z. Owners. You know what? I'm so proud of PS this season. And Z as well, you know what? Z as well. But PS put in the work this season, man. Let's check out how many. Look at this fucking dude. Just grinding games out, honing his fucking mechanics with his dog shit ass gear. Wild. Oh wait, here's the sessions. Wait, there's no. Where did I guess we didn't stop a sesh on 2.6 or something. That is wild. We'll have to see, man. We'll have to see if there's any bans. I feel like realistically, like we probably won't get more than 5 bans, right? In rank 1 range. I feel like Blizzard doesn't care this time. Nah. I feel like they're way more understaffed this time in TBC compared to last time. TBC tourists, who the fuck are these guys? Like, bro, these guys just showed up. It was TBC tourists. Who the fuck was he playing with? This mage. And I can't remember who the rogue was. But like, we faced them a bit and got a fair bit of rating off them. Did anyone have over 90% win rate? I mean, probably Mira, if anyone. These guys had 86%. I'm surprised these guys had such a high win rate. Because we had a pretty good win rate against these guys as RMP. Genuinely. So I thought other RMPs would have had a good win rate against them as well. I had 68, which is quite good for me on a first season. Normally, my first season is not that good. Normally, my first season of an expansion, like a new classic, is closer to 60. So I'm pretty happy with this, 68%, with quite a lot of games as well. Not bad. I don't know where my other priest ended up. What was my other priest? Down here, 62. So yeah, that one's a bit closer. But that one's, yeah, could have done a bit better there. Yeah, Avazura has a good win rate. They played very early in the season as well, though. I feel like start of the season, there was a lot more. I feel like it was easier. Like, no disrespect, because I think he's really good, but I think it was a lot easier to do a good win rate at the start of the season because a lot of the really good teams weren't up and running yet with regards to gear. So it was just people just queuing right to queue rather than anything like very optimal. And so RMP can do really well into those kind of comps. Just kill them off. I'm surprised these guys didn't get higher. These guys were annoying to face. They were double healer hunter. And there was a lot of RMPs queuing. So these guys, I think if they locked in against RMP, they could have maybe pushed a low rank one. Any way to use better Blizz frames without touching the target focus frames? I mean, you just don't fuck with any of this stuff, right? Target here, focus here. You just don't change anything. You can take everything off or whatever. Bro, I basically invented double healer hunter answers. I played it with Cherez and Beastie way back in the day. Let's see if we can get a group. Yeesh. Fuck. Okay, I'll try and get this one. I should just list myself, man. Shattered holes, healer. I'll join these guys or whatever. Bit scuffed, but we move. Oops. Yeah, of course we're having season 2, bro. Do we have a season 2 bistless out yet? Yeah. My guy Bitcoin. My guy Bitcoin. Bro is low key. Look. You can't Bitcoin, you can't solo proc the hype train, bro. Bro, chill. Bitcoin, you can't solo proc it, bro. It's crazy. You can't, bro. It's not possible. You can't solo proc it. Oh my god. Bro, it's just, bro. Bitcoin, I can't breathe, bro. I can't breathe. Dude, What even? What is actually fucking happening? What am I watching? Bitcoin. Bitcoin literally has one of, you know, those little bobbing birds? Like, bro has got that shit going on 20 gifteds or something. Like, bro, what the fuck? Nah, you wilded. You wilded. Usman actually got a gifty there. I see Usman's name in the middle of it. Bro, dude. Dude, chat is completely destroyed with gifteds. I ain't never seen this shit in my life. It's glitched. It's fucking glitched. Bro. Bitcoin. Bitcoin what? Bitcoin just hit 200k now. There's no way, bro. Dude, the fact that some people dodged is wild. Bro, at this point, if you dodged, like, you gotta just fucking send the prime, I think. Like, Bitcoin's done your job for you, bro. That is some crazy shit. Wait, let me get these quests. Yo, Bitcoin. Bro, you know what? You know what? Tomorrow's Friday. And we are definitely getting the bevs out. I'll tell you that. Tomorrow's gonna be a hype stream. First time sub to Hydra stream. Let's go. Congrats, Tomo. Thank you so much, Bitcoin. You spoil me fucking rotten, my dude. I'm not joking, bro. You spoil me rotten. But this wasn't even a hype train, bro. It's like no one else has even subbed yet this stream. It's literally just you, bro. Imagine we procced hype train. Fucking hell. Right, can I get this quest? No. Okay, let me just. All right, we got AJ coming in. Wait, actually, only one more sub for a hype train. It could happen. We got 3 minutes. I think Bitcoin will be very pleased if someone procs it, because it's gonna be insta, like, I don't even know what level, like level 15 or something. All right, there it is, dude. There it is. What level is it? Rani TV, thank you, bro. Okay, let's go. Wait, let me turn off Fred. Thank you, Bitcoin. Level 14. I was close. Oh, good. I missed the gate. Thank you so much, Bitcoin. You are ridiculously kind. I don't know what else to say. Shouldering my entire stream. Like, I'm not joking. Absolutely carrying it. I need another bottle of water, bro. This shit's going to my head. What is this song? Huh? W Bitcoin in the chat. I don't know who wrote this. Bro, I swear the AI loves a bit of hardstyle though. I got, you know what? You know what? The rave light is coming out. You got it, man. I don't even know why the rave light's not on yet. I don't know what I'm waiting for. Look. Here you go. Before I just let the tank down, the first pack get kicked. It's like a bit of Hearthstone and a bit of like love fucking, I don't even know what. AI just doesn't even hold back. River's the go-to. River's my boy, dude. Literally, like, everyone always chats about, like, oh yeah, where's Calamus, where's Flynn? But, like, I've played with Riv more than anyone, I swear. Like, I've played with Riv basically every expansion since last TBC Classic. Isn't that wild? Yeah, this song is a little bit mocotos. First time was in the Asmongold tourney, yeah. That was a great tourney, to be fair. No one ever really asks about Red Hot much, but people always ask about Flynn and Callie. It's weird. Red Hot was low-key the goated mage for a little bit, man. But like season 1, season 2 of OG TBC, I'd say Red Hot was best mage. And then season 3, season 4 was another. Because Red Hot rerolled Rested Druid. And then he was the best Rested Druid, which is crazy. Oh shit, are we crashing? Nah, bro, I was enjoying the lights. Please, no. One more, just gonna crash. Well, this is awkward. This is so awkward. Bitcoin was displeased with the song. He was like, I'm not endorsing this. Get me off this train. Fuck this. Oh shit. Alright, the lights I might just sit in the dark, honestly. I can't be bothered getting up. Is it vibes to sit in the dark? It's not good for my old man eyes? What are you talking about, bro? I'm young. My young man eyes. Oh my god, dude. Actually fucking shaking, I swear. Oh. Bro, is this the slowest group of all time? Literally, I can see the dungeon portal. Like, I swear we've been in there 10 minutes, bro. What are we doing? What is this shit, bro? Oh, I hate this rep farm, bro. End me. Oh, Lord. It's normal, bro. I need on a hold rep. Dude, I got... Bro, these guys are doing 200 DPS. Why am I farming rep? Because I need to get attuned to the raids next. What are you talking about, bro? Why am I farming rep? How am I going to do Shattered Halls Heroic without the rep? Yo, Zelly. Bro, I missed the stream. Dude, I only just started. I'm not going to lie. I wasn't going to stream tonight. I was just vibing doing literally this. And just watching some YouTube. And I got a little personal request. To they said, start the stream. Your people need you. And I was like, you know what? I fucking will. And I'm fucking knackered, by the way, but my guy, I was right. So here we are. We're chatting shit about the ladder. Talking about the rank 1 stuff. F in the chat for my guy, the box. Genuinely one of the saddest end of seasons I've had. Season 2 angle for the box. I genuinely believe next season the box will get rank 1. Genuinely believe that. But we got our own rank 1s. Season players tier list stream. You know what? I'm not really a big fan of making a tier list of players because I feel like you're gonna always offend some people. And I just think that it's just negative content to do that. So what I will do is I will do a revised comp tier list. So we're gonna look at our tier list from the start of the season. And based on what we faced a lot and what kind of felt decent, we'll move some stuff around and see how close we were with our initial tier list for comps. But I'm not gonna do a players tier list. I just think it's douchey. Last VOD on the left, 5 minutes in on the right, end of stream. Yeah, I was not in the best mood at the end of the last stream, I'll be honest. But I'm feeling pretty good now. I took a necessary break and it was only a day and a bit, but I needed it. To be honest, today I still felt a little bit down in the dumps, but getting the stream back on, chatting to you guys, just I don't know, need to just do stuff. Why did I feel bad? Because some of the pushes that I was trying to do, we didn't succeed in. We ran out of time, and it's genuinely my fault for what's the word, for leaving too much too late. PS hit, yeah, we hit 3K with PS and then fucking played it down like an idiot. We should have just let it, dude. If we just stopped at 3K, I swear the vibes would have been immaculate. Procrastinating, it's not even procrastinating, bro. We just had too much to do. Like, genuinely, I played like 1K games in the last week or something ridiculous. I'm not joking. It was for content and vibes were high. Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, it was, right? It was for content at the end of the day. Bitcoin! Speaking of content, my God. Bro, I love Bitcoin. He's like... This hype train kind of blows. I don't like this song. I'm not gonna endorse this. Waits, lets the hype train fizzle, and then sends another 20, bro. Bro, there's a CD on Hype Train Bitcoin. It's like a 3-hour CD or something. I mean, I can reduce the CD, but it's on CD, bro. It's like a Twitch thing. I don't know how low it can make it, actually. I can check though. Let me see. What's the lowest CD I can do on Hype Train? The thing is, I want it to be special still as well, Like if it's if the CD is too low, then it gets less special, and also people get a bit annoyed, I think, as well, if it's always hype train. Like, they want to lock in on the content and stuff like that, right? So it's people get a bit accustomed to it. Bro, I swear to God, I look at this hunter. This hunter's junking. Everyone else, I swear I can add damage. I'm not even joking, bro. Right, let me see. Where is it? Extensions, settings. I don't even know where it is. Here we go, extensions. Hunter with the hard. I mean, you say hard carry, but like hard carry would be 1k deeps, right? Bro is okay, party hype train. No, I have to do it in Twitch, bro. It's not even in here. Let me see. Community. Have you seen the clip of a guy purple passing on a baby toy one button gameplay? No, but that sounds like content. That sounds like something Grays for Days would do. Like, I'm not even joking. Anyone remember the Grays for Days body cam on hardcore era? Bro, that shit genuinely got my druid killed on hardcore. I can't find it, man. What is wrong with me? Where is it? Channel? No. Oh my god, dude. I have to check in a bit. Bro. Fucking hell, Bitcoin. What? Dude! You are actually so wild, bro. Bro, I'm just here trying to figure out how to reduce hype train, and my guy's like, fuck it. Send another 20. Are we jumping? Okay, we're jumping. Okay, here we go. I think I found it. Community hype train. Okay, I can make, bro, I can make the hype train cooldown 1 hour. There's no way that's not. Oh, wait, let me save you, bro. Save you. Dude, nice kiting, actually. Yo! Okay, Bitcoin, that was almost a wipe, buddy. That was almost a wipe from me trying to figure out the hype train setting. Imagine. Oh my god, mossing. See you later, bro. See you later, my guy. I love you, bro. Oh my god, bro. I'm like short of breath. What's wrong with me? Off-season movie night. Wait, how does that even work? We just all pick a movie and watch it somewhere, and then I just react and chat to you guys about it in chat. Do we reduce hype train cooldown? Three hours is good. Yeah, that's what I've got. Create a Discord channel. Only you can speak and stream it to everyone who wants to watch. Yeah, but that sounds insanely mokatos, no? Dude, I went to a charity shop with Leah yesterday during my day off, right? And I mean, it feels kind of pointless now. Bitcoin with another 20, bro. Okay, here's what I'm about to say, and you're gonna realize why it's so fucking sad amidst Bitcoin just showering me in 20 gifteds, right? So here's what I was about to say, right? So we went to a charity shop, and we want to try and build up like a DVD collection because we feel like all the movies, they're all like online now, and you don't really own them, or they're like on a hard drive or whatever, right? So we wanted to actually have some like physical copies of movies again, so that you can like pick them out and watch one. And then we were gonna get like kids ones and stuff for Eli as well, so it's special for him to like grab a movie out that he wants to watch and put it in like the fucking PlayStation, whatever, right? To watch it. So we went to this charity shop and they were literally selling old DVDs for 10p each, 10p, and I was buzzing, by the way. I was buzzing. I was like, shit, these DVDs, they're 10p each, bro. 10p. 10p is like cheap, right? It's pretty fucking cheap. Anyway, so I got like 20 DVDs, bro, like bangers like The Matrix and shit, man. So I got like 20 DVDs for £2. I'm not joking. And I was buzzing, and now Bitcoin just comes in and he's like, fucking 20 gifties, let's go, bro. So the DVD hero fucking era was kind of redundant now. Yeah. But yeah, that was my day yesterday, bro. We just went to some charity shops. Holy fuck, my guy. I would cheer you, but it's only water. But thank you so much. After this one, after this this dungeon, we're gonna go through the ladder again a little bit more. See if we can find some naughty snipers. Bro, that'd be funny as fuck. I don't know if you're listening to us, man, but it would be funny as fuck. Wait, am I supposed to loot this guy? Grand Warlock's amulet. Oh shit. All right, we got this fell M's done. Where shattered halls? Is it just this? It's just these give nice rep actually. Arit. Sorry. Hashin comes in with the tack. Dude, I love it. I love a good tack. Great word, tack. Any tack fans in the chat? Love me a good tack. Bro, there was not a lot of hype attack, actually. From my DK brothers. Who's DK here? There must be some DK in the chat. Maybe like 5%? Bro, I'm not even at 6. I'm not even halfway, man, on the rep. Oh, Lord. You know what? I need a spell cleave badly. You're not even DK. Get 2 locks and a maze. Yeah, thanks, buddy. Thanks for the inspiring fucking... You know, I'm calm. I'm calm. Fucking hell. Like, how am I just gonna conjure up 2 locks and a mage? What do you fucking mean, bro? Like... Oh shit, this guy's giving me innovate. Rip the innovate drink bug, by the way. It lasted all of level 60. You wanna hear something funny about the innovate bug? I can't remember when they fixed it. Was it during PTR or was it after TBC launched already? Anyway, it doesn't matter when it was. So basically, I know this innovate bug lasted all of Anniversary 60 and into TBC a bit, at least into PTR a bit, but I think into launch a bit as well. Where you would get innovate, and if you drank with it, you just got like full mana and 3 ticks, right? And genuinely, I'm not joking, they didn't know about it for this entire time. And then someone just offhandedly wrote about it because everyone just assumed they knew, right? Someone just offhandedly wrote about it to them. And they were like, WTF, let me check. And then they fixed it within 2 minutes. This is the levels we're talking about. This is the levels. Yeah, I got Max Swing Flash. So, yeah. You think when... Oh, yeah, it can't take much to fix. Surely it can't take long to fix. But... You know, most of the time it doesn't. Just don't do it. They're just so short-staffed or just don't know. I don't know, man. I feel like the people testing Classic are not the best / non-existent on the team, and they kind of just completely rely on players to test it. But yeah, maybe that's naive. I don't know. I just think there's so much feedback that they given on bugs and things like that that it just doesn't get dealt with at all at any point. Right, Tura? Fancy seeing you here, mate. Curious, even. How's it going, bro? We need game review. Oh, you want to see some VOD review? We could go back and watch some games. Felltail Delight. Oh, thanks, buddy. That's that's gonna speed us up. Surely. I got full bags. I couldn't even accept it. Oh, loud. All right. After this one, we'll review a couple of games. I don't know what games we should review though. I feel like if I review any end season pushes, I'm just gonna be depressed. But like maybe it's a good one. All right, let's try this. 20 stamina and spirit. Yeah, that's the thing holding the run back. Oh shit! 11 ruby just dropped. Nude. Row with the Crimson Aura. Oh, my, I won the Living Ruby. Fucking back of the net. Tura, mate, let's just put it this way. If you want me to review some of your VODs, send me them over. I'll do some VOD review right now, bro. You don't record? Yeah, I wouldn't either if I was you. What's the number of the bomb, DPS and HPS? Nah, bro, this is the reason you should record stuff though, for real, Toro. No bans. Like, you gotta go through that pain, bro. Success is hiding behind your pain, bro. Should review Tura's one. Bro, I genuinely felt bad for Riv. Riv was telling me he's got 5s of Tura. I was like, bro, how are you gonna translate live for everyone? Like, it's just rough, man. I didn't mean to try. I'm sorry, bro. Your English is perfect. That's my B. I don't know what I was talking. I don't know what I was thinking, bro. That's my B, dude. Worldwide. Alright, come on, hit me. What? Who contributed to me? Jesus Christ. Okay, who made it worldwide, bro? Come on, give me the nationalities. Let's hear it. Oh shit. Spanish, Czech, French, Swedish, Swiss. I mean, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, no, that's pretty worldwide. I was trying to find some common ground. There's just fucking none, bro. You know, I respect it. I respect it. Right, after this one, I'm gonna review that game, Jay. I'm gonna see. If this fucking run ever ends, I swear we're only halfway. WeGraph, thank you for the prime, bro. Thank you very much. How's it going? Dude, what are we waiting for? Bro! Paul! Sorry, I'm calm. Vibes. I hope I log and a tune tell me I have nothing to do, brother. Bro's just pulling one mob at a time like it's fucking heroic. Like, what am I watching, dude? I got a renew up and I call it a day, bro. Good thing I got this food buff though. Like, what the fuck? Let me out. Let me out, boys. Jeez. Bitcoin solo carried the stream, just so you guys know. It is what it is. Okay, we pulled more than one mob this time. Fantastic. How's the attune looking, Tora? This is how mine looks, bro. I'm nearly there, bro. I've just got to do all these heroics and then mag, and then this one's done. And then I just need to do slave pens, Kara, and Gruul, and then this one's done. What am I doing, bro? I just ran into the mobs. Genuinely, like, can we pull the mobs though? Like, what are we waiting for? Dude, I'm actually kind of hyped to review that game. Wait, let me see it. Like, top secret Riv vid as well. Gonna have to ask him if he cares. Oh, nice. We pulled the pack, finally. After 25 years. Do I pull the other pack as well? Dude, I swear I can be top damn in this group. Like, I'm not even joking, bro. Oh, nice. The mage's dead. Good. Look at this. Rare. These guys are all in the same guild. What is this? Three's cut off moves again. Bro, it's low as hell, man. 2592 could have sat. This is what I'm saying, man. My guy the box could have sat as well, bro. Which makes it even more salt in the wound, you know? Country, what's the hardest bracket, 2v2 or 3v3? 2v2, you have to like you have to understand more matchups, so there's more like knowledge requirement. But I guess it depends a bit on what comp you're playing as well. I think each individual matchup is generally harder in threes. There's more to learn and understand and adapt to, and just going on and stuff in general in each individual threes matchup. But twos just has more matchups in general that you need to learn, right? There's more comps that are viable. Does that make sense? For like threes, you can do like two globals wrong and lose a game because of like genuinely, or like it has impact on the game down the line. It's very hard to see how each global directly impacts the outcome of the game. You just kind of feel the tempo shift in the enemy's favor. Oops. Dude, this has got to be the slowest Shattered Halls run I think I've ever done. I think I'd have gone mad by now if I wasn't streaming. Like, I'm not even joking. Holy. At least I'm at 5K rep now. I think I started at like 2K, so at least I've gotten some done tonight. I'll tell you what I'm low-key annoyed about. I wasted a ton of honor on my fresh dwarf because I thought I was going to play a little bit this season. I should have just saved all of the honor for next season's gear, man. Stupid. I mean, I guess it was just braces and neck and belt. Yeah, we haven't wiped, dude. I mean, our DPS is just shoddy. You know what? I'm gonna go for top down on this boss. Honor is fast. Yeah, thank God honor is fast now, man. Honor was bad still. But yeah, I mean, this character should get a nice wedge, right, from this. So this should be up to like 60 odd K, 55K. So that should be enough. Although we need braces, belt, ring, and neck this season. You need marks? Yeah, you need marks. Bro, I told you I was gonna be top down. Okay, never mind, the hunter's cranking. I let the hunter die, I can be top though. Dude, I think I just got a blackout on the mob and it immune. Ooh, Major dead. Alright, I probably should start healing. I'm endangering the group. Where's his mage? Dude, I was second on deeps. Alright. Okay, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna watch the J vid after this one, and then we're gonna after this Shattered Halls, and then we're gonna watch some of the PS push to 3K. And then after that, maybe we watch the threes. But I think the twos push is gonna be quite interesting, but I want to see the threes as well. Mostly because I want to see if I can find some mistakes of my own. Oh shit. Speaking of. Double rogue, boys. Did I resist? No, he cheap shot the druid. Wait, I need to check like Nova. Do I have Nova on? Dude, how long have we been in here? Oh my god, bro. We've been in here 43 minutes. Bro, the last one we did was only 33. This one's not even done yet. 43 minutes. Oh, me boys. Yo. Bruh. Why doesn't 5 swap? I don't know why I have 3x of everything again. It's fucking annoying. It actually just doesn't swap, does it? Okay, these ones do. Okay. We only have 9. Hmm. Dude, it's not even heroic. This is literally normal. We've been in here 50 minutes. My rep grinding, yeah, man. I need to get revered, bro. It's actually just a slog. Are we pulling? Like, what are we doing? Everyone's full mana. Okay, mage isn't, but still. I've done a lot of the Hellfire quests. I've got these ones. So I probably need to do those. Blood Furnace. Is it worth doing a Blood Furnace? He is good rep. I don't know what the quest for that key is. But maybe I could do those. I mean, if it's taking me 50 minutes to do one run, which is like about 2k, we can somehow get more just doing some quests. It's probably worth it, right? Do a little prayer. I took 4 coroners I found, but instead I got an infinite dungeon. Mubby. Dude, we didn't even get the thingy this time. All right, get me out. Ooh, I won something. Bro, this hunter needed the hallowed fucking gloves. What? Why, bro? Yeah, doing this 3 times, probably not the most fun. We got 1.5k rep from that. Cringe. Oh, it's this one. I wonder if this robe of Crimson Order actually sells. Kept the Shadow Dam gloves. I think they might sell for a bit. All right, so I'm gonna watch this game back. It's Riv's Pop, so I hope he doesn't mind. It's only a minute long. Sure, he won't mind. Dude, I feel like Riv has made some good improvements to his UI. See you later, Crazed. Have a good night, man. All right, let me quickly hand this quest in, and then we'll review the game, and then we're gonna let me find actually the PS games, and we can watch those back. When would that be? That was the day before, wasn't it? It was a Monday. Monday the 4th. Let's see. So we got the threes, and then the twos was after. Okay. All right, we'll just watch it from there. Did you watch football yesterday? No, who played? I just haven't been watching football much lately, to be honest with you. I've not had much time. All right, we can hand in this quest. How much rep is this? 250. Is that it? Shit. Not a lot. Gonna be real. This guy has 2 quests for me. I got 500 from that last one. I'm at 6k now. This guy has 2 quests for me, which I think both of which give a bit of rep. That mag quest would be nice, but not happening. Okay. Good times. Seriously, mate. Great times, even. But yeah, I don't have too many other quests here, man. Annoyingly. I kind of finished everything. Wish this return to Abyssal Shelf quest gave rep. I genuinely don't know what the point of this quest is. Why is it repeatable? What do you get from it? Makes no sense. Right, okay. Let me see. All right, let me see. Let's take a look at this game. Riv Pov. Hope Riv doesn't mind. Sorry if he does, but it's 1 minute game. All right, let's see how it goes. So we got RMP versus RLP. And the quick rundown of Riv's UI. So he's increased the buff size, which I don't mind. With the young Bitcoin here. Increased buff size. He's got his. To be honest, I think one thing I will say about Riv's UI, he has actually reduced the size of his enemy frames. I think they're still slightly too big. I think in general, Riv could maybe scale this stuff down by about 10% to get more actual game on his screen, right? As opposed to, the game versus UI percentages. So that would be something that I would personally recommend. I think he can also do with moving this up to like here or above or wherever, because he can get the extra buff slot then, which could be useful to him. I dislike the way that Riv is tracking enemy CDs. I think this is legacy tech. And I think that tracking individual players' CDs is generally a more valuable way of doing it now, especially when you face something with multiples of the same class. For example, double rogue, because if you see a cloak here, you don't know which rogue is cloaked. Whereas if you look at on my UI, I can see exactly which rogue is cloaked. So I think this is a limitation of Omnibar. I think that being able to track kicks individually all in one place is good. So like, for example, here would be fine. But I don't think that every CD being shown in a clump like this is something that's suitable. He can also not see stuff that hasn't been used yet. So it means that he has to track more in his brain. And so he can basically decrease the size of his UI slightly and get that real estate back, and then invest that screen real estate into tracking the CDs of each player individually. Because, for example, they don't need to be so big next to each other. He could have these smaller and above and stacked, right? And then he could get some space here to show, 4, 6 enemy CDs. You can highlight / put names. Yeah, I mean, you could do that. But again, if you're looking for a specific thing, it's a lot easier to say, okay, I'm looking for the Warlock stuff. Go look next to the Warlock, As opposed to, going and looking at your clump. And then you can also see what stuff hasn't been used, which is sometimes can act as like a mental cue for if it needs to be used. For example, if you look over at myself, you can see I haven't not used PS, for example. So just small things. Squeezy UI was the best. I want to see a picture of Squeezy UI. Anyway, let's watch the game. Wait, so this is the game starts very quickly. So game starts and Rogue. So the opener has basically already happened. The Rogue looks like he's opened on me. A coil has come out. And this guy has gone for a kidney as well. So it looks like I'm in kidney. I can't actually see that I'm in kidney on Riv's UI. I can see I'm in coil. Am I in kidney? I'm not now. That's an interesting one. See, look, there's a kidney. Do I? I think I must have resisted the kidney. It's like I'm walking, and it doesn't show up here. So we come out of the kidney, and we get fear. Do we get fear? We possibly resist it. I think we resist fear as well. Or we had ward. We want to use our own fear. We're pushing out of the room, and the crippling comes off. Bitcoin is nicely cheap shot at the enemy rogue. We're fortunate that the kidney resisted, which means that we still have our trinket. And the rogue got cheap shot into gouge. This is nice. This is what we want to see. Kidney after the gouge. And the crippling is now off me. They're trying to slow me down with chastise. But look, the wounds are going to fall. And this is important. Enemy rogue cloaks here. Do we get a deadly throw on it? Rogue vanishes. Gets PS, actually. Don't know about the PS. I'd be like, that PS on top of enemy rogue cloak vanish is absolutely not needed. Enemy warlock gets a fear on us. Pathing is not bad. We actually path away a bit. Generally, if you're in fear, and people don't know this that well, but if you're in fear, you're actually running faster than normal. I believe it's plus 50%, or maybe it's not so much on TBC, but you're definitely running faster than normal. So if you're running in the direction that you want to run anyway, you can just sit the fear a little bit, right? And just kite, basically, for free. So this was fortunate for me. And then when I get to the tomb or to a spot where the fear wants to turn around, it's not 50%. Yeah, I didn't think it was as much as 50, but it is definitely quicker than regular. It might be 20, yeah. You might be in with a good share there. So anyway, the rogue managed to actually vanish. If we go back a little bit here, let's see. So rogue cloaks, and then a global later vanishes. For me here, a good play would have been to throw to do a cheeky deadly throw, but he vanished anyway, so it wouldn't have mattered that much. So it actually benefited that we didn't do it because we end up with being able to do something with the combos, right? But it's a lot of the time if like I feel like if this rogue was very good, the enemy rogue, then maybe he waits and doesn't vanish there as well. But you know, maybe I'm wrong. I don't play rogue, so who am I to tell him how to use their CDs? But I feel like trying to bait out the deadly throw and cloak and then vanish it is low key kind of scripted, right? A lot of rogues want to deadly throw the cloak. Anyway, so the rogue cloaks, vanishes, runs back to me, but the good thing is my wounds are off. So now, did we blind him actually? Let me see. Did we blind? He's got 2 minutes of the trinket. What did he trinket actually? Okay, let me see. Okay, does he trinket the kidney? Oh my. Okay, so look, this is just instantly game one. This is why we win this game so convincingly. So we get cheap gouge kidney. He trinkets the kidney, cloaks, vanishes, and gets PS all in one go. That's it. They get one go now. They get one go on me. Next go, the rogue is dead, right? Next stuns, he's absolutely dead. Let's see what happens. Because what's going to happen, he's going to get opened on, he's going to get 5 wounds. The priest can't keep him up, and he's going to die. So he tries to get back to me. He's basically all in at this point. He's like, we have to kill him now. And fortunately, my wounds reset. The lad garroted me out of stealth. I'm just running for my life right now. I'm like praying. I'm like, don't miss blind, right? If we get miss blind here, I can actually die, which is kind of wild. We get a DR cheap shot. Is that GR? Into a blind. Okay, nice. So game is now stabilized. And we're going to get a great heal off here. My guy, I remember this game actually. Bro comes over and Feldom's the fucking CS. But the good thing about this is that we actually get a re-stealth on the rogue because everyone's attention is over here. We get a free vanish here, basically, which technically we didn't really need, but it's nice. So I shouldn't have greeted the greater here. If I'd have just gone for a flash, everything would have been way more chill. But the fact that I went for a greater, like, I got full CS here. This is looking real sus for me now. Look at my HP, bro. So we just about managed to survive. Fortunately, our enemy rogue is just fully CC'd. He has no trinket, he has nothing. And now, though they have no CS, fear on Riv. Does he will this? Doesn't have will, he gets dispelled. Riv just sending a full shatter. Blocks the CC. There's the kidney. Wounds are at 4. And there's just no way he's saving him now, right? It's done. He actually survives out of the kidney a little bit, but enemy priest is basically fucked because Riv has CS, right? As the priest, I mean, he has low mana, but even if he has, say, 5k mana, you never want to be in this position, right? Where your rogue has wounds, he has basically no defensives left, and the enemy mage has CS. If the enemy mage doesn't have CS, okay, maybe you can keep him alive for a bit, maybe with some kiting, that kind of stuff. And down he goes. So, as predicted, the next go kills him. If they had PS, maybe he would have lived, right? And they could have done another go on me. So the fact that they stacked everything in one go was the main thing that killed him there. But open appeals were nice. And we were able to kite away, reset the crippling, reset the wounds, and then blind the trinket, right? And that's kind of the way that you wanna diffuse the what's the word? The priest opener as RMP. So nice game. Nicely done. No retail house for chat to live in. Retail house is soon TM. Right, let's see. Next videos. Right, we got some PS2s here. This was our push to 3K. I'm actually not sure what point this is at. But we'll check these games out a little bit. See if we can pick them apart a bit. Right, so we open on the lock. I cross to the druid. Get a pain up. I think I should have kept Wing at him. I kind of turned around a bit here to purge the lock a bit because he has blooms. But I actually don't think I need to. Right? Because he has no wounds. I think if he has wounds here, the purging is fine, right? But like, there's no burden on me to remove these blooms right now because we have no pressure anyway. The guy has full HP. And the blooms are going to expire in like 5-6 seconds. So I think if I just keep running at the druid here, it's actually better because now I lose trinkets on the clone to get the fear. So that was a mistake from me, I think. PS gets coiled. I go for the shield first for just shield value. But maybe the dispel first there would have been better just to keep PS on target more. Because the druid's in a fear. And this is where we want to be building the pressure. So I think prioring dispel there over shield would have been better because we're not under pressure. Okay, so we fortunately get a blackout and PS is able to reconnect. He's got 4 wounds, so this is good. The druid hot should be over. Does he blind the clone? He has blind here. He does blind the clone. Nicely done by PS. That's what we like to see. Okay, druid trinkets. So the druid and lock both have no trinket now. And druid is still trying to clone. Actually, not sure who this is on. Maybe my UI could show target a little better. I'm just trying to think, how could we do this? I'm gonna have to look into it. We might be able to visually display like who stuff is on. Maybe on the cast bar somehow. Let me do that. Let's have a look really quickly. Like target. I mean, if it's Arena 1-2 macro, you can't do anything about it, but not everyone uses them. Show cast bar targets. I wonder what that looks like. We could try this. All right. Something to note. Anyway. So, where are we at? Let's look at this. So the first leak we found so far is just like prioring uptime more during high pressure moments, as opposed to rotational stuff, and not giving druid free ground because we lost our trinket when we didn't have to. Dispels are not a priority when wounds is not up. So here, they actually don't manage to cast Fear or Clone. I think they got their wires crossed or something. I don't know. We're getting some Dispels in here. Rank 1 dot on the Druid because Blind is on CD. Getting Dispels in here. This is the Orc Racial, so Dispels are good here because it's 50% wound. Dodge the Wolves. Did I actually manage to dodge this or was it resist? I actually did dodge it. That was so sick, actually. Okay, so he pops the Shadow Ward. We have nice pressure on him here, but the wounds sadly fell. When did the wounds fall? Okay, so it was here, dude. The Blood Fury fell off. Does he? How long does it take us to get wounds back? He gets feared, wound. I can't see my own team's globals. Like, what are we using energy on here? Let's see. I feel like it needs to be Shiv, right? In this moment. I mean, unless we Zerg the Warlock down. That's an option as well, but I think there's 5 seconds of fear. I don't think we're killing. But I think he goes for a Hemo here. There's the Hemo. So instead of shiving wounds, he Hemos, because he tries to kill him in the fear. It's half feared, trinkets it. Does he get clone now and it's trinket? There's the clone, vanishes it. We got the 5 wounds up now at least. There's no heals coming out. Cloaks the next clone. Nice little gouge on the druid. Did he kick? No. And down goes the warlock. So I actually think this was fine. I think that one Hemo I would have liked to see the wounds go up, but they did end up on the warlock anyway, so it wasn't too bad. Overall, a decent game. Not too much in the way of misplays. There was a couple of little things to work on, but not too bad. That's 2969. Lee says, one of the cats is breaking into some food. Can you investigate? Yes. Back in a sec, boys. Let's continue. Where's my light? Do we like this? Do we like me breaking games down like this? Helpful? Where is my tunage? Trying to see what to listen to. Oh, this is a good one. Okay. 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 All right, so we got Druid Warrior. So here we're looking to get a sap on the warrior to deny him crossing just directly into me. And then I'm gonna look to burst out, jump, dot him to deny the charge, and get as far as I can before he slows me, basically. So I fuck up, don't dot him quick enough so he gets the charge. Dot was a little late. We purged first. Maybe the dot could come before the purge is low key. Get some blooms on him. So I'm basically, once I see these blooms on the warrior, I'm like, well, the pressure on the warrior is going to be relatively low this game, right? It's going to be lower than normal. Because this reflective is basically going to get healed up and the dot is as well. So I'm not really doing anything aggressive on the warrior at all. I'm just focusing on getting to the druid ASAP. The blooms fade. We get some good dispels on him. Unfortunately, we didn't get the abolish, but PS manages to get the step kidney. We get an actual mind blast death on from the druid here. So here, I'm prioritizing damage on the druid because the warrior got healed up, basically. Now we just want to look to get the bark off ASAP. We get the bark, and we get a fear. So this is nice. I can't dot him yet because my rogue still has blind. So if I dot him, he can't blind him. Ideally, he wants to wait now. We have stun DR, 18 seconds kidney DR, 7 seconds cheap shot DR on the druid, right? So what we want is we want a delay, right? So this is where the blind is useful because what we can do is we can pressure the warrior now with a dot. There goes the dot. We can shield PS. There's the shield. Renew as well, that's generous. And we're just trying to add some damage. And here comes the blind on the druid. Now, this is to try and delay for the kidney. Now, if he doesn't trinket this blind, he's going to be 50%, and we're going to cheap kidney him. And in the cheap shot, we're already going to cause a lot of pressure. But on top of that, we're going to create pressure on the warrior, right? So while the druid's blinded, I'm like, okay, the warrior's in Death Wish. I'll ping off a little Mind Blossom. And he kicks that. That's okay. We've got Smite as well. We cancel the Smite because PS is taking a bit of pressure. We want to keep him nice and topped. And he goes for the Garrot on the druid. Was he already in bear? Let's see. So he gets blinded in tree. Is there any extra benefit of bear over tree defensively? Is it more armor? Because I low-key think that this could have been a cheap shot. Maybe he was saving the cheap shot. I don't know. He still has Vanish and Prep. Tree gives nothing. Yeah, so I actually think that Garrett should have been a cheap shot because he basically gives him bear form when he's in tree before. So I think the Garrett was not correct here. I think we're gonna get a lot more damage off in a cheap shot on this guy, considering the warrior also doesn't have pummel, right? But we get double dot up now because the blind is Dunzo. It looks like we're gonna shield PS as well in a sec. Do we? No, we're just playing really aggro here. There's the shield, okay. Extra dot on the druid, on the warrior, dispelling the druid, going for a smite, and into a mind blast death. No kick, and we actually managed to kill the druid, which is, to be honest, this game shouldn't really have gone like that. They still both have trinket, and the warrior has actually the warrior does not have intercept. I think the warrior shouldn't have been on PS. The warrior should have been on me. Where's his intercept go? Let's see. So the druid sits the blind, and we're creating some extra pressure on the warrior. I think PS wasn't doing too much during that. I think he could have been pressuring the warrior a bit more, but his energy is high. But he could have, I feel like, at least been attacking the warrior. I don't know how much he was, but he's kind of just waddling around. So he's just wasting some damage. You could have put that into the warrior here. There's the Garrot. Actually, he goes for the bash on me. Wait, did he land it? I trinket something. He might have landed it. I didn't see. Yeah, he lands the bash. I trinket. And then this is where PS gets intercepted, right? Now, I'm close enough that this warrior, who's not slowed, can just slow me, right? If the warrior just slows me here, the druid lives. Even a piercing howl, right? Because I can't follow the druid after that. But I'm just running full speed. And now he doesn't have intercept, and I gained some distance, and he can't get there in time to stop the cast. And we kill the druid. So there was a lot wrong from both teams in that game, to be honest. Both teams could have won that with a few small changes. Did he? Yeah, he didn't even NS. I don't know what was going on here. He's greeting for the abolish and just doesn't rejuve himself, so he can't swiftman. I don't know why he doesn't NS. He just wasn't expecting me to pump him that hard, I guess. Yeah, definitely a few mistakes in that one. All right, what is this? This looks like Druid Rogue, no? Did PS get his rank ones? Yeah. Yeah, we got it in 3s on Horde. And he got it with Z on his Dwarf. Mage Rogue. I managed to get a PS off there. That's wild. Get the fear, get a trinket. Here, this is could we have done anything about this from that point? We get the PS in between. We're trying to face away so they don't get a Garrot. We get the shield off here in between the Garrots, actually. So this is nice. PS gets resapped. Maybe, I wonder, should I have not gone back to PS? Look at this. Actually, was it just the first sap? I think he gets resapped. Let's see. Okay, there's a PS. Yeah, look, I actually think I fucked up going back to him. Because he gets resapped there, like. And then he gets cheap shot. And then he gets kidney. And he trinkets, blinds one, evasions, vanishes. Cheap shots the other one. Who trinkets and... So I break the blind on this one. But I don't think it matters. Because I think that the guy who trinkets cheap shot just kills me. Here, look. That's my HP, 897. $309. So I think the main misplay from me this game was I went too close to PS while he was in the sap, right? So that I could have. I think that's the only thing I can really correct in that game, because if he doesn't get the second sap, he is kind of gonna peel me a little bit sooner, right? So here, I should have gone this way. I should have gone to here. Because look how little time left on the sap. Here, there's actually a gap for him to vanish. Like low key, he could have vanished. I swear. Look at this. If he's spamming vanish, he gets it. I swear to God. Look at this. Or even a re-stealth, man. Like, what if he was spamming re-stealth? Like, watch the sap. Watch the sap. Okay, yeah, I fucked up by going back to him, but like, look. There's a gap. So he can just re-stealth here. No? Am I crazy? Now he gets sapped. Why can't he re? You think he gets just found and sapped again? Perception still up, but is perception still up? If it is, then yeah, you're right. Thanks, Codeline. Doing well, my boy. Thank you very much. Hope you're good, bro. Yeah, so I think a vanish there. Even like spam blind vanish. Like I low key, if he gets a blind off there, that could be huge. Because then I'll get a full fear, right? Like here. Look at this. Here, he can be blinding arena too, no? And like my health is still pretty good. Because if he blinds this guy has to trinket, and then he gets full feared. Cloak's gone. You know, and now I'm still at 4.6k, and then one rogue is not enough to deal with PS and kill me, right? He can't CC PS and kill me. I mean, blind could miss, sure. But like you like ideally, I feel like low key you want a blind vanish macro for double rogue as a rogue in this day and age. But yeah, so that's actually the game looks rough, but there was definitely stuff we could do. So like my thought process of moving back to PS, there's pros and cons of it. The pro is that he can trinket, press blind, then press vanish at any moment, right? And if they're on global, he'll get both off because there's no global cooldown on the vanish. And then he can cheap shot the other rogue. And then he will get blinded on his trinket by someone, right? But then he forces a trinket from them, and then I can fear. And this is the play that we're looking for. But the risk is that he gets reset like he did, right? So like I need to be very careful. I need to be like 20, 25 yards away maybe, so that he can still do that play, but they don't have time to react to him moving to do it, right? If say I'm 40 yards away, they're going to see him trinket and react to it, right? There's not enough time for him to get there and do that play before they just blind him, right? So he has to be basically within range of the blind. Couldn't you have greeded for both cloaks to end? What do you mean? For the fear? Let's have a look. So like my issue with fearing, right, is I'm trying to just press anything that I can when I can, right? Because most of the time as undead, I'm gonna be in Garrett silence. So I can greed and wait. I get a shield here. The reason I fear that is the other guy's in stealth when I press it. Like, fuck, I can't get to it. So like, I could have waited, and it would have probably been okay because I've already tanked a few Garretts here, right? I get the PS, I get the reshield. So now I'm at a point where like, what can I press? I can press Palm, I can press Renew, I can press Fear, realistically, right? So the Fear is nice. This guy's in stealth, and I see this guy out of cloak, and I kind of just assume the other guy would be as well, right? Like, this is where I press the Fear, and he just pops out at that exact moment, right? So it's a little bit unfortunate. I probably could have waited, but he was in stealth, so I just didn't see. So yeah, I could have feared both. I think low key, if I get both trinkets, it's nice. I mean, probably I live, right? He gets the blind on one, cheap shot on the other, but he has trinket because I fit into cloak. So yeah, if I get both trinkets there, for sure. But yeah, I just didn't see that he was still in cloak because he was in stealth. So it might be basically. But I think that kind of thing is very very not min maxy, but like it's really hard against a good double rogue to get that double fear because they stagger the cloaks purposely for it, right? If they're good. So if you like low key, you can wait, right, and try and do it after the cloaks, and you'll be dead before the end of the cloaks, right? So that also happens. Or you just get garroted, right, and you just can't fear at all. So there's like a lot of different situations. So like in this game, I probably could have done it, but you don't know that at the time, right? But it is what I was aiming for. I just fucked it up, basically. It's the TLDR. So yeah. Would have saved the game. But yeah, it's like such small stuff, right? I think that PS. I think the biggest thing in this one was PS not vanishing in the gap of saps. I think if he vanishes in the sap gap, then the game is instantly secured. He needs to be spamming it, basically. All right, let's see. Next game. Right, we're against Druid Rogue. This is a good Druid Rogue as well. I actually remember this game. This was a really good game. This was maybe me and PS's best game up to 3K. We played this one really clean. Managed to get the spells off here. Trying to pressure here, a little bit of a burn. I went a little bit too close. Could have ranged a little bit better there. Got cloned. Rogue's going to head to me now. He uses the step and the sprint, actually. Did he use sprint? I couldn't see, actually. I think he has sprint. Go for a cheeky flash there. Burn, get kicked for it. So now I'm relatively chill. We get a kidney on the Rogue. So generally what I'm trying to do, whenever I'm safe, I'll just cast burns on the Druid. Just to be really fucking annoying and try and shut him down a little bit. So here we got kicked on it. But like we get a kidney on the Rogue here. And I'm not, you know, we're not actively looking to kill the Rogue on this go, right? We don't have enough pressure here. We have 1 wound, for example, but I know that he wants to clone PS. So I'm just coming in with the burns. And we get a bear. And that's fine. 600 mana or something for bear. And I actually don't have to cast the burn. So that's great for me. Train ready. Train is not ready, bro. 3-hour CD. We found out it's 3 hours. I can reduce it to 1 hour, but it kind of makes it less cool when it procs. That's the problem. Is there any new PvP tier list for Season 2 of TBC? So during off-season, I'm going to do a corrected tier list for Season 1 with my experience now versus my experience at the start. So we're going to go back, look at our old tier list, and say, okay, actually, I was right here, but I was wrong on this kind of stuff. And just say what we think we could have done better. And then I'll make one for maybe for Season 2. Is PTR ready? I don't know. Is PTR up? I don't think PTR is up. I think PTR is donezo. They had it out really briefly. Okay, so here, we bullied the Druid away with buttons. His mana is not the best. And now we're looking to build some wounds. The Rogue's HP is 50%. So I'm like, I think I'm going to do some light dispels on him. Let's see what we do. Go for a burn. I should have maybe been dispelling a little bit earlier. I was a little bit late with the dispels. He gets a pretty big swift mend off as a result because the wounds got reduced quite heavily. So let's look at that again. I think that was a mistake by me. So from, say... How many wounds do we have here? So PS is hemoing here. I actually think that doing damage here is, or at least as much as he's doing, is not as valuable as, say here, he comes out of this kidney with 4 wounds. I think we force cloak here. Right? Because look, we got 1 wound. I was going to say I should have dispelled more. Okay, there's the 2nd wound, but I believe it's just going to get abolished. Okay, the crippling comes off. Yeah, there goes 1 wound. There goes the other wound. You know, our poison state now is just really bad. And he kind of just gets healed up for relatively cheap. Whereas if we had a lot of wounds on him, I could have dispelled him more, right? and we would have maybe forced the cloak. So I think greeding for extra damage actually ended up making the rogue be healthier than he could have been. PTR, yeah, I don't think you can get any skirmish queues on PTR. I think anyone that's on PTR is like PvE. It's not like how PTR was at the start before launch. That was popping, bro. Do you remember? That was crazy. It was literally people everywhere, man. It was crazy. That was so fun. Okay, so here we get kidneyed. I've been trying to just line the druid here, really. Just to cause him some problems. But yeah, I think in general, PS has been solid this game. I would say the first issue here was during that kidney, we only had one wound. I think putting more wounds would have been better than hammering. Comes, blinds the rogue, gets the trinket. So we got rogue, trinket, and will now, which is really nice because it keeps us nice and safe. It means we have options to stun the rogue, gouge the rogue, fear the rogue if things start getting out of hand, and we can just shut down that pressure really, really quickly. And try and reset the wounds. Rogue actually uses a vanish here, which is interesting. He wants to just I think he's looking to try and force something, because he's already invested his blind, right? Sorry, his trinket on PS's blind. And he's like, well, I've invested trinket now. I kind of need to try and force something out of the priest. Let's see if they actually manage to force anything. PS gets a really nice gouge. Druid's going for Wrathsome and goes for a clone now. I don't know what happened to the clone, but we get a fear on the rogue, and now this is not going to break. And we also get a first-time fairy dispel on PS. So here, we're just going to look to de-escalate a little bit. We're actually doing really nice on mana. So maybe just opening on rogue is good here instead of sapping. And I'll just drink a little bit, heal up for cheap. We'll let the wounds fall and then come and dispel the rogue is the play here for me. And we try and get cloak. The druid pushes in. And PS has a really... Dude, that step was underrated. He steps away and doesn't get shouted out by the druid. That was really nicely done. Now, does he so here he saps. Okay, so I don't know if this sap is that good. Because the druid's mana was low. So I actually think opening on the rogue sooner and forcing the druid to heal him 5 seconds earlier is completely fine because I will still get this drink, right? I'm going to sit down and drink now. But the cheap kidney will be really, really strong on this rogue and he can stack the wounds really fast. And now the druid is not going to get any sit down time. So druid's on 2.3k mana. Do we get a stop on this? So druid gets a tick immediately and then gets thrown. He just gets one tick, so it's not too bad. But that could have been avoided, right? These are these really fine margins that we're talking about, right? That could have been avoided just by opening the rogue sooner there. So understanding when we need to slow the tempo down with a sap and when to go sooner with a cheap shot would be very nice here. So like, let's take another quick look. He's on gouge DR, right? So it's half sap. I don't think he needs to cheap shot gouge kidney. You cheap shot gouge kidney when you want to slow down the tempo. I think we need to speed the tempo up here. Because look, I'm gonna get ticks of mana, and we're gonna have a really, really nice mana advantage here. Look, we're on 5.5k. This could have been 5 seconds ago. There's no way he's gonna drink here, right? So I'm taking. Here I would probably have been out and dispelling, right? So here he should already be out, but he should have maybe 4 wounds. He only has 2 wounds, look. So again, PS is pressuring instead of putting wounds. And we still didn't force the cloak. Right? We need to look to force the cloak using the wounds earlier on. So I think this is a small leak here. We managed to get the spell on PS. That rogue is gonna re. Is there a way I could have stopped this re? Let's see. So I think giving him line here was really bad. I did not need to give him line here to step away. So this was a mistake by me. I should not have gone in line here. I think if I stay out of line and just wait, I could even continue drinking. Like there was nothing that I could have done here that is valuable. Instead, look what happens. I give him line, he steps away, he goes here, I'm slowed, I can't stop this with MD because of edge MD. And now he just gets a restealth. Watch the rupture. Gone. Restealths. Right? Because I gave him a bad line. You know? So this is I shouldn't have given him the step for free. This was poor. I should have just kept drinking. There was no reason to give him step. Maybe PS can get back to him. See his step. $16 seconds on it. He gets rude. So like low key, he could just cloak this, right? And just keep hitting the rogue. I know when he's gonna step, bro. I can see his step here. I see his step is up. What else can happen here, right? Me coming in line to dispel PS. Like, there is no other player. He's not gonna just hit PS here because PS is in a route. They want to de-escalate and get the druid mana, right? They want the druid to drink. So what this guy wants to do is run. So here, I should say, okay, he wants to run. What's he gonna do? What's his best way of running? Stepping to me and running off. Because PS doesn't have step yet. This is something that I can be actively looking out for in this matchup more. Is don't give the rogue line when he wants to de-escalate. If we have good momentum, don't give the rogue line. Just let PS do his thing. Doing less is more, in essence. So I should just be more patient here. I can maybe call for PS's cloak so that he can keep uptime on the rogue, because the rogue would just be waddling here, right? He wouldn't be around here. He'd just be waddling. But instead, he gets a re-stealth. PS can't do anything because he's getting spam rude. So I could have called his cloak here, I think, instead of going to dispel. Instead, they get a reopener on PS. I come over. I'm like looking. I'm like, is he going to cloak? He doesn't actually cloak, so I go for the fear. We get the fear. Druid actually manages to because the rogue was playing safe. The druid could innovate safely without me pressuring. Anyway, we let him PS. Yeah, because I gave him step, right? So if PS just cloaks, he just runs after him. All good. Anyway, so we get fear on the rogue. Druid has innovated back up, and we've lost our mana advantage. Good thing to do is be able to control the game and have pressure when the druid has innovate, so that you can kind of zone him. If you force him to innovate during a time where you have high pressure, because if he doesn't, he's going to be then even if you can't get it, you can zone him and make him not heal the other guy, right, and force CDs. So we're just stuck in this route for a bit now, just seeing some dispels. And now suddenly we're not in a great position, right? We got fear in 6 seconds. So this is an important fear to hit. PS gets the cheap shot. I actually don't think this cheap shot was necessary. Did he re-stealth, actually? Well, I think he re-stealths. Dude, that was a nice re. Look, he still has prep and it wasn't vanished. He just faked and re-stealthed on him. And no one touched him. That was really nicely done. So this was a really valuable re-stealth, actually. I was going to say, if it was a vanish, probably wasn't needed because I had fear coming up anyway. Unfortunately, the kidney kind of lines up with the end of his thing. So, like, the fear is just going to get willed now. But it kind of goes that way sometimes. PS gets blinded there. His trinket's up in 6. And we're kind of in a bad spot. The main issue this game so far is we didn't force any cloaks yet, right? We forced the cloak with the wound. So we need to try and force the wounds more. I think when he has no cloak, we can be a little bit more aggressive with our damage and try and tempo. But when he has no cloak, we just want to force the cloak because he's immortal with the cloak, basically. It doesn't matter if we do loads of damage. So out comes the kidney. PS gets sapped. I believe he trinkets this sap. Once rogue reopens. Yep, trinkets blinds the rogue. Just de-escalating. I like that. Just using that blind on CD is so powerful. And I get a few drink ticks there. And we have some nice pressure on the rogue here. Didn't get the burn. The rogue is actually in some trouble here. I'm going for some dispels with the PI. Again, only 2 wounds. So the low wound count is like a theme throughout this game already. So that's, I think, definitely something we can work on. You know, seeing seeing Hemos come out when the wound count is still low has been problematic, let's just say. PS gets gouged. We're just drinking. Drink again. PS gets kidneyed. Is he? He doesn't have vanish for us there anyway, so we're kind of chilling. Druid is just drinking here because Rogue is just tempoing. Slowing it down rather. And we're here. We actually get a nice kidney on him. I managed to Shadow Fiend into it. We got 2 wounds. We get a blackout. Instantly remove the abolish. And I think we might be able to force a cloak. Yeah, there's the cloak. Not many wounds, and we actually forced the cloak very nicely there. He still has a rupture, but he doesn't have vanish anyway. And we got Fiend doing good work. Druid's mana is not good here. We managed to get the root. And Rogue has step here. We're trying not to let him kite PS too much with it, which is nice. Get the fear on the Rogue. And does PS get a re here? I hope he opens on him here. Druid has no eye, and again here, look, Druid drinking, we're sapping. I think we need to be going quickly here. We again let him get like 2 ticks of mana, right? And that shit all adds up, man, I swear. There's a few times that's happened, and we've looked like sapping while the Rogue's got no cloak as well, right? Like we just need to be cheap shotting straight out there, I think. I'll get a tick or 2, but I have enough mana to play aggressively with Purge, right? And again, we've got the kidney now. Do we get wounds now? Let's see. So he's just hemoing again. Hemo. We got 3 wounds because a few procced. But it could be more, right? He's pressing on PS now, and he has cloak. Gets a read there. That's actually my B. I think I should have stopped this. Froze him there. My dot is kind of ending. Dispel PS' fairy. I don't think I should have run back there. I think I could have gone forward and reapplied my rank 1 dot. So that's my B. I shouldn't let him read there. PS, I think, finds him there. Wait, what happens? He just comes out of stealth. Fuck knows what happened there. Gets sapped. That was fucking weird, I'm not gonna lie. My dot tick. Nah, my dot is gone, bro. See? There's no dot. Oh wait, it was actually DP. Yeah, DP. Oh my, for some reason I was thinking it was shadow weaving. Yeah, okay, good chat, chat. Okay, that's fine. So here, I don't mind the sap. The druid is not drinking yet. The cloak is not on CD, so we can slow it down a little bit, get a bit of free mana. Look, druid's looking to drink now. We distract it, I think, and then cheap shot. Get a nice blackout into a kidney. We're still hemoing. Wounds stack is not good. Think about how much more pressure we would have coming out of these with 5 wounds, man. Send the blind. Did PS vanish there? Yeah, he did. We get another dot. We go for a big dot this time. 1 wound. NS comes out. Druid's mana is absolutely destroyed. And we're just getting everything off here. Abolish coming off, surely? Big damn. Dot. There's the cloak. Can PS kill? He has vanished in 6 seconds. Lovely blackout and dead. Low-key, he might have gotten to the vanish, but I would have had dot because the cloak is gone. So I think it was dead regardless of that blackout or not. But I think the main theme during that is there was a couple of times where I gave him step that I shouldn't. There was a couple of times where I could have put a new rank 1 dot when I didn't. And there's a few times where we need to prior the Shiv over the hammer. Absolutely. Wait, oh my god, what is that? I think double wound is good. And then just shiving wounds is the thing is we're attacking like Sim Shady said, we're attacking the druid's mana, and the way that you build tempo is like when you force the druid to go and drink, but you can still hit the rogue, right? This is when you build tempo as the priest rogue in that matchup. So this is kind of the situation we're looking for. What's this? This is the last game. Last game for 3K before we bin it off. Okay, it's a priest rogue. Oh yeah, this was the Bogdan game actually. All right. PS gets sapped. They're alliance, so it's not out of the question. So I'm trying to path away from the priests as best as possible, so they can't dispel and open me, right? So I'm just going to like a really weird, annoying spot. And then I'm like, maybe he's coming to sap me, so I throw out an MD. If we get combat, we can maybe Nova him out. PS gets resapped. Priest is kind of up in my face, but I'm in a decent spot to avoid dispels. So they go for PS instead. Oh, this isn't Bogdan game actually. This is Pup. I think this is the game where PS gets stuck. Anyway, they get an opener. The evasion's used. And I'm just cleaning Rogue as best as possible, just so I can get shields early doors. I go to the priest phase. I see him use global to try and purge my wards. So I'm like, okay, that gives me a free pass to fear him. I can't remember if I got his shadow prot off already. PS coming in with the vanish. I'm not sure about that vanish. I think that was. I mean, he gets the sap, so I guess it's not bad. Gets a reopener. It's a bleed. They actually have no cloak here. Like, we're in a very, very good position here. PS gets blinded. Ooh, what did he trinket? Okay, he gets step kidneyed. And he trinkets it and gets full blinded. Okay, I think the trinket on step kidney maybe wasn't needed. We have great tempo here. So to be honest, here our only job is to put wounds. If we put wounds, this game just ends. An MC would be clutch. I think the rogue just stops it. Honestly, yeah. Like I'm doing other globals and putting dots, stuff like that. I think the rogue just stops it. I think actually a cheap shot here. A cheap shot here instead of a Garrot would have been insane, right? Because instead what happens is he just gets step kidneyed. He's not on cheap shot DR. So I think this could have been a cheap shot. Little fear. Fear's on CD, bro. The sap comes off the fear. So we have really good damage on the rogue here. And imagine like a cheap shot as well. He low-key, maybe he would have died. If he didn't die, we would have been in a great situation. If the kidney comes, it's fine, right? The job here is to keep up poisons. There's no crippling. Where's the crippling? Like the cloak ends, wound goes up, he gets kidneyed, right? If he cheap shots, he's getting crippling. This rogue is not running away. What does he have? He has vanish, prep, and vanish and blind. That's it. And I guess evasion after the prep, but whatever. So because he already has the bleed, the vanish is not an option. So the only option is blind, right? To deny wounds, right? This is all he has to do, enemy rogue. The enemy rogue's priority number one, deny wounds, because he has no cloak for 52 seconds. If we put the wounds now and crip and keep a bleed on him, he can't do anything. Literally, complete aids for the other priest to heal. Because he's low as well, right? So the blind diffuses everything, basically. They start running at me. I'm just kiting it. Okay, that's fine. we're getting damage value basically. We get a little death crit, a little death proc, and the priest gets a fat greater on him because there's no wounds. PS comes back, he gets a cheap shot, he gets a kidney. We still haven't used our blind, by the way. We're like a minute into the game, maybe more. Mana is not looking good now. We've done a lot of dispelling, so I'm like, okay, I'm going to disengage. I'm going to go down. The issue is we also didn't force the trinket, right? Could we have forced this trinket earlier? Let's see. Let's take a quick look. Go back a bit. Where is it? Not here. Not here. Here. So he's on kidney DR. So if that cheap shot, I guess he didn't want a cheap shot because he didn't have the kidney DR, right? Probably. But I think that he just tanks that kidney after the cheap shot. He will have the crippling. He just runs after the rogue afterwards. He has steps, so he would easily be able to recatch the rogue if he doesn't kill him in cheap shot. Maybe he could get a cheeky little trinket on cheap shot, right? Who knows? But regardless, he will get the crip in cheap shot, and he can step back afterwards, which is great, right? But instead, he trinkets. He garrots, then he trinkets, gets full blinded, no crippling, and now we go on a fucking wild goose chase. And game should have been won, right? Game was completely won. It was like it was fully over. Like they didn't trinket, and we had insane tempo with no cloak, right? All we have to do is uptime, right? Uptime. Get the wounds, do nothing. But instead, we are now fucked on mana. And it's just problems. I think I've also used a couple of max rank pains, and that's kind of shredded my mana a bit, so I need to be more careful with that. Especially if cloak is up. But yeah, this was very awkward. I don't know what the fuck goes on here. He's just running around. I don't know. I'm drinking a pillar, just come down. We don't have trinket. Blind's rogue, but rogue has trinket. I think he can just cloak instantly. But we just died to air. But this isn't the problem in this game, right? The problem in this game starts here. Where is it? Everything is kind of good up until this point, right? The priest globals himself, gets full feared. We had the kidney, we have a gouge, we get a rupture. He vanishes. He's like, okay, sweet, I'm gonna go sap. Saps off the fear. Fantastic. No cloak, priest in a sap. I mean, you look at this and you're like, this is pretty good game state, right? So yeah, for me, it's like that Garrot is the big mistake because it's not only about the Garrot, right? It's about the fact that we didn't get crippling. We could have maybe stacked like 1 or 2 more wound stack, maybe 1 more, maybe and a crippling, right, in the cheap shot. And like Zelly said, could have gone for a cheeky pre-made of this, right? Because no kidney available, and then maybe we force trinket, and if we force that trinket, game is completely done, right? After that, but instead we get kidneyed into rip trinket into full blind. So that was a kind of a sad game. I mean, regardless of what happened at the end, I think that was a key moment in that one. But it should have been it should have been a 1 game. Five wounds is huge, bro. I swear, it's fucking huge. Okay, what do we got here? Druid Rogue? Okay, we got Druid Rogue again. I think we lose this one. All right, last one, guys. Last one, then I need to go to bed. We open on Rogue after the fear. Get the kidney. I'll go for some dispels. It was still, I didn't have enough time on fear, really. to realistically go for it there. Put rank 1 on the rogue. Clean PS. Still trying to clean rogue, but the wound stack is going down here, to be honest. We get the single bloom tick. It's not too bad. Blinds. I mean, I'll just sit this. I think that's fine. Grid pushing to stop. PS cloaks. Enemy rogue saps. PSs and stealth. I don't mind this. The only issue is Druid is going to get eye now and drink, probably. Oh, no, this is where Druid gets PS out. I remember this. Half sap. PS gets out. I think he opens on me here. Nope. I'm trying to like Nova for PS so that he can Okay, he opens on me. Nice gouge. Unfortunately, the crippling goes up. We get the fear. Is this a will? No, he's sitting on it. Oh, no, there's a will. Okay. I was going to say he's reluctant to use it, but he has sent it. We use PS here. Wait, what happened? Sorry, I was just replying to Lee. What happens here? So he wills. PS is looking for the restore. It's cloned, okay. And he doesn't have cloak yet, so I'm just like, okay, I'll just trade out the PS. That's fine. The rogue used to vanish. Garrots. Cheap shot on the rogue. Into, I assume, okay, and lovely gouge. That's a really nice gouge. Fake the kick. Comes back and bashes, I imagine. Yep, there's the bash. Ooh, I bottle it and trinket the bash. Okay. Go for a burn. Get the fear on the rogue. PS is going for a re. I like it. Druid's mana is really low now, so I think an opener on rogue here would be insane. Does he open? Okay, what the fuck just happened? Why doesn't he just step cheap shot? Is he trying to sap the druid or what? I don't get it. Am I dumb? Am I dumb? What the fuck just happens here? PS is in stealth. Rogue is here. There's no way he's out of range of step, right? He wants to sap off the rupture. See, okay, this is the same issue as the other game, where we've got a mana tempo lead, but he wants to sap. Instead of going quickly and creating pressure early because the DRs are off. Step is not on CD. Step is here. So when we have the tempo lead in terms of mana, he needs to go quickly. He needs to not diffuse with sap. He uses it, but not until the rogue rees. Like rogue rees here. Gone. And now he uses step. Yeah, but I think the step sap is completely unnecessary in this situation because going quickly is the option, the priority here, right? Even like he can even cloak the clone, right? If he does an opener on rogue, the druid is now on 2.4k mana. I get a couple of ticks. I mount across. Fear is going to be back up. Times are good. The rupture, I believe it's like the last 2 seconds of rupture don't do damage or something booky as fuck called. And you can just re-stealth it. So I buffed to get in combat. I'm crossing with Novus here. Rogue opens on him. Why don't I shield? What? Why don't I shield him here? Am I dumb? I should shield him here, no? Here, this is a shield all day. What the fuck am I doing? Just put renew and palm and just don't shield him. Wait, did I oh, it's because did I put it on CD? Okay, I shield myself. Okay. And then I'm like, well, I kind of want to follow Druid. Yeah, because I was scared the rogue was going to open on me. But I think I stilled. I think the play is renew and then not pom and then shield and then come across. The shield is the priority here. Rogue blinds. Was this an obvious blind? Not really. It's a tough one to death. Look at the Druid's mana now, right? After all these plays, no innovate use, and he's like doubled his mana. And it's like it's supposed to be our go. Right? We got the fear. We got the re-stealth. And he's double mana, right? This is a huge leak. So I think that's a big takeaway. Like when the Druid is behind on mana, we don't want to delay with sap ever. We always want to just open straight away if we have DR. Pressure Druid a little bit with a burn. Get a bear. He bashes. He's probably going to clone me now. We blind the rogue. Rogue trinkets. We're in clone now. Awkward situation. He has no cloak. We have to try and get the fear off here. He has will, though. I'm scared he's going to cloak. Actually, he does cloak it. I guess I wasn't as scared in the moment. We PS. I mean, this is a really weird clone, to be honest. Like, why are we cloning here? My guy, I guess they were getting rogue energy back. I actually don't mind the clone that much here because it gets me my shield back. In that moment, you said the PS. Yeah, I mean, what I'm talking about with these saps for tempo, it's not me grinding on PS. It's like as a team, the mindset is wrong in those moments, right? We should be both looking to actively talk about it and say, look, I've got a mana lead. Tempo it, fucking go, you know? Play aggressively. Don't slow it down. You want to slow it down with a sap when I'm behind on mana, but when we are ahead on mana, we need to just go, 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 go. Just relentless. So that the Druid doesn't get good drink opportunities. And I think that's a really good takeaway from watching these games, right? In this matchup. Because that's something that really does make a difference. So we got some nice great heal value there. I think we're going to try and look for a drink here. Yeah, that's the drink. PS cloaks. I like it. I'm really scared of blind here. That's why you see me backing off. Look at this. Rogue has blind back here. I have no trinket. Actually, I do have trinket. I did not have trinket here. But yeah, you see me backing down and then going round. Rather than just cutting across. Because then he can just blind me immediately. Whereas here, there's no way he's getting a blind on me here. This is like, PS actually fucking takes a wedge out of him there. I do a little MD to keep him in combat. Does PS manage to drop wounds here? Ooh, the step gets used to keep the wounds. That was an important one. Managed to death the blind. What do we have? That wound getting refreshed was huge. So this is a really bad situation. I think he's just dead. I go and I fear him. He has will. I think that fearing was just not correct there. I think I actually could have salvaged this. I should have just gone back and healed. No step. I can just stand here. I'm lining the druid, and I just do a couple of flash heals. And then he makes it out of the stun, right? The other option, which I also don't think would have worked because he has no evasion, is making a gap. If I'm earlier on the cheap shot, I can make a gap before the kidney. And then, like, maybe... I mean, I guess he could step kidney the rogue, but I don't know how his combos are looking. Yeah, I've got PI as well. That is something that I need to get better at, like mid-game PI usage. Like, the first one is obviously easy, but making the decision when to use the PI and remembering that you've got it, even. I mean, I guess it's coming back here. Look at this. The timing of it was actually pretty good. But it's easy to miss as well. that it's just come back up. Especially when you're like so focused on this shit here, right? It's easy to miss this. But yeah, for sure. Like going back here, PI, send a couple of, I mean, probably like a flash into a greater. He comes out of this. Maybe we can dispel fairy. He has prep. We can do something. But the wound, the cloak being down is rough here. And this is where he just dies. So a bit of a misplay by me there, I would say. I think if Rogue doesn't have Will there, the fear is completely fine. But the fact that he had Will meant that that wasn't worth it. Yeah, I mean, this is what I'm talking about, bro. In the mirrors as well, right? With the Priest Rogue mirrors earlier, when the Rogue doesn't have Cloak, getting that 5 wound is the biggest priority out of everything because it costs you so much fucking mana as the Priest to deal with that. Especially with the other Priest spam dispelling your shield, right? You basically have no option but to like say, get the fuck away, don't take damage while you try and grate him, right? That you don't have any other options. If the other Rogue stays on your Rogue is fucked. Or your mana's fucked, one or the other. So this is very scary, and this is why he's like, it's so close, right? Look at this, where it gets refreshed. The druid will come, yeah, but look where the druid is. Here. I can come here. Literally, just back down here, behind this Mind Blast button, and I can get casts on him, right? Like this. And the druid has to come right out here. The druid has to come to like here to get a charge here. And that's going to take him a little bit. So I can maybe get 2 flashes. And then I also have the option, if I see him, because he has to move in that way, it's not a natural place for him to move to, right? So I can clearly see he's doing that. I know exactly why he's doing that, so I can try and fake it as well. He was too aggressive too. Yeah, I don't know what actually led to this situation. We got kidney on the rogue, and we don't get out afterwards. That's the issue here. And now he cloaks, and he has to run with this cloak. Look at this. He's kind of low, 5 wounds. Gets the kidney. I think he has to run immediately to this pillar. Yeah. And then he can maybe save the cloak, because the shit is going to drop. But instead he stays, and he's still got the crippling, right? And he just doesn't get out. So now he's like, crap, I have the cloak. He luckily dodges the kidney. But he gets charged, and so he's just stuck there. And now we're just trading a lot of mana. He has the cloak. I managed to cancel the greater, but it's a very awkward situation. Stop the re-stealth. We should have tried to line a... We could have tried to land a greater out of this. We could have gone here and gone for a greater right now. And we could have landed a greater out of the clone, and that might have made the diff. Right. I need to... BRB a sec. I'm going to call it here anyway. But yeah, so Emil, thank you for the sub, man. While I was AFK, thank you, comment. So yeah, the games in general, we had some nice plays. I think PS in general played them really well. I think we had some strategy errors as a team, just general mindset errors, especially in the Druid Rogue games, from what we saw. And then there was a couple of micro errors just from both of us. But overall, it wasn't too bad at all. But yeah, hopefully that was fun to watch, guys. Had some decent takeaways, I guess, from these games. Yeah, I think gouging after kidney to drop wounds more. Just being aware of this. I think PS is very he just sends the hemos and doesn't always think about the other options. I think that's something that we can definitely work on. Like when do we really want the damage? You know, when is the damage actually valuable to us? Sometimes we get him low, but it actually isn't that valuable. And the poison state is not good. Like, look at this. You know, there's no point in having this guy at 37%. These blooms will literally top him. And that's so cheap for the druid to do, right? It's like 400 mana or something. Anyway, Noya, thank you for the T1. Thank you. I will see you guys tomorrow. I don't know what we're gonna do tomorrow, but I'll probably get some bevs and we'll do something fun. Maybe finish it with a little horror. But during the day, we'll probably do some attunement stuff, and yeah, we'll see. We'll see from there. It'll be fun. I'll see you guys. Have a good night. For our raid. See you later, Joe. Have a good one, man. Yeah, I don't know if this is just useful for priests or if this is useful for other classes and stuff as well, but I am gonna raid the young. All right, we can either raid Kasu or we can raid Tibor. Kasu's playing retail. Tibor's playing mop. Poll. Can't be bothered.